From Transformers Studio Series, it is Steeljaw, celebrating Transformers the movie and his first appearance in that cinematic masterpiece. This itty-bitty Transformer becomes a cassette tape, and I can already look down and I can see there's Autobot paper in the bottom. And he's got a jamming speaker. So we're gonna pop him open, have some fun, see what we can do with him, and maybe even bring Blaster in, why not? So, if you're new to the channel, I'm Captain Kyle, welcome aboard. If you're a longtime viewer, thanks for coming back, much appreciated. So, let's take this core class Transformers the movie Steeljaw and dive right in. Oh, be right back. Yes, I had to show my bumper because, you know, I don't have to, but it's kind of my thing, so I'm gonna do that. But let's take out Steeljaw. Now, we just recently had a Steeljaw that came with the 40th anniversary kind of Blaster reissue, but this is a different one, hopefully more articulated, and it's got some nice instructions, shitty piece of paper, and there he is on the card. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer so you can see, and again, he's got Autobot tissue paper, which, you know, makes sense. So let's get that out, and we'll snip the plastic ties that bind him to this cardboard. So there he is, there's his speaker, and plastic shit on my table. You know, if I saved all these little plastic things and melted them down, I would have a mess, because I don't know how to make anything out of plastic. All right, let's pop open the accessories, which appear to be his guns, and not sure what that is. We'll figure it out, I guess. But he is a cassette. We can toss him into the air, we can drop him. He doesn't do much. Can look at him from all angles. Now the deco on him, on one side it looks like your standard cassette holes there. The other side it is not. But here's where we're gonna get a guest star. Behold, it is the Studio Series 86 Blaster. And we're gonna pop open his chest, take out eject, and we're gonna see, can Steeljaw fit in there? He does not seem to want to go in that way. We got him in. So I had a little difficulty one way, but was able to put him in the other way. And then he can pop out and fall on the ground. Fits in a little tightly, I will say. We're gonna probably still need you, Blaster, so hang out. So all right, that is his cassette mode. And let's zoom in because he's small, but not a heck of a lot of posability we can check in this mode. So he only has 6 steps to transform him. So easy enough. Pull these out, push them together. That's his head. Put his head up. I almost don't need the instructions. Move his back legs down, move his front legs down, and then move these side weapons like so. And there you have him, Steeljaw. Now apparently you have some choices in putting on accessories. You can put this on his back, which trust me will not fit when he's in cassette mode. So we're back to the G1 days. And he can have his wings, his guns that are pointed at the back of his head. So that's not the best gun placement. So I can't say so far I am loving Steeljaw. I mean, I'm glad that they made a Steeljaw, but I guess these are supposed to actually be his guns, and these are, I don't know, little sprays of mist. Maybe when he's being bad, there's water in there. Blaster can activate it and it squirts him with water because cats don't like that. And then he behaves. Now his tail is attached also to this assembly. So yeah, I can't say I'm overly impressed with him, and he's kind of got a square head. Now the other thing you can apparently do, this piece is for attaching this massive speaker, which I've never seen him use in the show, but I suspect he has another purpose for that speaker, but they didn't want to make it so that you could not use it with Steeljaw. I suspect if we bring out Blaster, that if we remove the speaker, we might be able to somehow attach it on his hand. It would be really nice if they gave instructions to this, but it doesn't really snap on. So what you need to do is inside this thing, there's a little piece that has like a groove and a notch. And if you notice on his fist, there's a little notch here. So if you push it on in that direction, then Blaster has his speaker that he can extrude from his hand and blast sonic waves at Soundwave, or whoever he happens to want to do that to. I'm putting the wings back on Steeljaw. So it's kind of neat that you can use those. I imagine that the ram horn, which I have yet to acquire, I don't even know if it's out yet. Hard to keep track of all this stuff. But he also has a speaker, which probably goes onto his back in a lame way, but you can also just put it on to Blaster, so it's not being used in a lame way. So there you have it. You basically are getting Steeljaw so that you get a speaker for Blaster. And I mean, he's not horrible, but it's kind of blocky to me. Doesn't look as smooth as some of the other Steeljaws that they've put out. Still, he's a relatively inexpensive toy, so you might want to get him. I know a lot of people pre-ordered him very quickly and were very excited. Not so excited with, you know, he looks like he's from Minecraft. Look at that, he's a Minecraft style lion. So there he is, and he stands maybe 1 3/8 tall. He is about 1 inch wide, and about with his tail he's closer to 2 inches, but just to the back of his leg he's like 1 3/4. So he's not very big. And cassette mode, he's about the same size as eject, so 1 5/8 by 1 inch with a width maybe about 1/4 inch. So there you have him, Steeljaw, and how he is basically just being used by Blaster to transport his speaker, because Blaster's too lazy to carry, I don't know. But yeah, a little disappointing that he's not all incorporated into one. His weaponry is a totally separate piece that you can't incorporate into the cassette mode. So if you want the speaker, if you're a bit of a completist like me, yeah, go ahead. I'll put a link in the description so you can get this guy. But otherwise, not the best version of Steeljaw. So if you pass, I totally understand. And while you're mulling him over, you can actually check out this video over here, which is a bunch of counterfeit reissue cassettes in G1 style. And while Steeljaw is not among them, there is a ram horn and a ravage and a rumble and a friend. It's worth watching. Anyways, if you're enjoying this content, again, feel free to subscribe, and we will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.